Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Last night on Marketplace, I picked up my latest golf cart find. Come along for the ride. Let's get started. All right, well here it is. One of the first things I thought of when I saw this cart with the light on top was Mall Cop. So that's what I have officially named this cart, Mall Cop. Haven't figured out the year yet. I'm thinking 2012-ish Yamaha, and it is a limo cart. I have been searching and searching and searching for a good deal on a limo cart, and this one came up at just the right price. So do not even know if it works. So we're going to get into that here a little bit. Story goes, it was used at the University of Arkansas for the football program. So probably a lot of trips on and off the field, maybe around the parking lot, nothing too serious. Everything seems to be complete. Take a look under the hood here. Obviously the batteries are shot, and that's why it's not working. But from what I can see, it does have a converter on it, a voltage reducer. So that's a plus. I only see 4 batteries in here, which kind of threw me for a loop. But for whatever reason, they put the other 2 in the front. And I'm not sure. I don't know a ton about Yamaha, so I don't know if this is a factory limo or if this is something that was stretched or what. But usually all the batteries are in one spot, obviously. So could be a factory stretch, I guess. If there is such a thing, I'm not even sure. Someone will probably type it in the comments and correct me on that. A little bit of rust on the back here. Nothing too serious. Looks like mainly surface rust. But as far as bent up, there's everything looks to be pretty straight on it, which I'm happy with. Not a lot to repair. We've got a flat here. That's no big deal because those tires are going to get pulled off anyway. But my biggest thing is I want to throw a battery in here and just see if we can back it off the trailer. I've got a lithium battery set up. All we need is that positive right there and this negative right here. We can hook it up to a lithium and see if it's going to move. All right, got the camera set up, hopefully where you can see it. Constantly getting inquiries, different companies. I got this battery from a company called, I think it's Greener Power. They sent me a couple to review, and after receiving them, I told them I just can't endorse their product. They have no US-based customer service. They don't even have an 800 number. They don't even sell a charger with it. They don't have a recommendation on what charger to use. So just something to keep in mind. There's a lot of companies out there that are dabbling in the lithium battery world, and you got to make sure you buy from a reputable company. Not saying that this company won't get there. I'm not trying to down them too much, but that being said, you really got to have your ducks in a row before you start selling products in the US, because if you're anything like me, you do your homework and you want something that people are going to stand behind. So I'm just going to pull the positive and negative off and slap them on this lithium battery, and that should give us enough power to at least get it off the trailer. Jump over to the other side and grab the negative. I don't know if the camera's keeping up with what I'm doing here. It looks like it. Should just be as simple as that. Positive and a negative, and turn this on. This is only a 32 amp hour battery, but that's going to be plenty to see if this cart works. Then we can start brainstorming on what we want to do with this. Got a few ideas in my head, but I like to hear what you all think too. So put your suggestions in the comments of this video, and who knows, maybe your idea will be used on the channel. These cables are super corroded, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Turn this battery on. Looks like we're powered up. I didn't bring my test light out here. Put it in the run position. I heard something click there, so that's a good sign. Looks like we got power up front. Let me switch the camera around here quick. Oh, somehow we got headlights, and I didn't hook up. Not sure how that's working. I didn't hook up the headlights. Oh, unless, depending on how they have it wired, I guess. Does that turn them off? Yeah. What about our little... Oh, looks like the switch is broken for our Barney Fife light on the top. That'd be cool if we could run around the neighborhood with that on. I really, really don't like the top on this cart. It's so ugly. So I'm going to do some research on that. I know there's some aftermarket ones out there. I mean, it's in good shape. Let me put the camera down so I can get this strap off. All right, key on. Reverse. Oh, beeper works. Oh, guess what? The roof's full of water. And I just got a shower. Oh yeah, there it is. And I don't know if that's the way that roof is supposed to be. It kind of looks like it. I thought it was just like somebody put something heavy on it, but I think that's actually the way it's supposed to be, which is really dumb, because that's going to happen every time it rains if it sits outside. All right, let me go grab my air tank, and we'll air up this tire and see what we got. I grabbed an old towel out of the shop. I'm going to try to sop up this water so it doesn't end up in my lap, or at least most of it. Really want to get that light working. That's the whole purpose of this video. We got to see if the light works. And I probably don't have enough air in my tank to... I really need to put the parking brake on. There we go. Oh yeah, I guess we had enough in there. It's a pretty big air tank, so that's helpful. All right, got the battery just sitting in there, not strapped down. That'll be fine. Put the covers on there loosely so they don't arc out on anything, even though the seat's plastic, but it's probably doing nothing. All right, roof is cleaned off. Oh, looks like they left a pair of socks in there. That's awesome. Never know when you might burn a hole in yours. Okay, here we go. Oh, definitely drags a little bit. It's kind of a long cart. Let me get my mile per hour. All right. I don't think it's going to be a speed demon, but... Oh, the tires are really bad. Good thing those aren't staying on here. Yeah. I think we need about 4 city blocks to turn this thing around. Yeah, I can't even turn around without running up on the curb. But other than the tires being completely shot and it being super slow, which we can fix that. Oh, we got up to 12. It definitely runs and drives, so that's good. All right, definitely some bushings or something shot in the front end. I could tell that by driving it. I'm assuming this tire was on the front. You can see how badly wore it is on the one edge. So we'll have to look into that front end. But let's get on to the important part. And that is, see if we can get the Paul Blart light to work here. The toggle switch is broken. So we just gotta hot wire it. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. The voltage reducer is not hooked up, but for some reason the headlights are working, and I haven't figured that out. But all right, I think I found the problem. They've got it wired to 2 batteries, and the fuse was pulled, probably because the switch is broken, and it was easier just to pull the fuse than fool with it. That doesn't seem like the right fuse. There we go. Now let's see what we got. Dead batteries. Maybe. All right, in my desperate attempt, in tribute to mall cops everywhere, I grabbed one of my cordless tool batteries. It's 18 volt. I mean, it'll be fine. And here's our 2 wires from our switch. So let's touch those together. See if we can make sparks anyway. Oh, I hear something. Success. And they work perfect. All right, one thing I did want to mention, this gentleman I bought it from, he's a used car dealer, and he was thinking all he needed was a charger. He bought it at an auction. And, hey, Jax, you doing all right? There's my neighbor. That's awesome. I see that. Um, sorry about that. He's a used car dealer, so he bought this at an auction, and he was thinking all he needed was a charger. He said he spent $400 on that charger, and I have zero use for it. If somebody wants it, email me, jeffsteggy@yahoo.com. I will send it to you for $100, shipping included. So works on a Yamaha, obviously. Anyway, the light works, the cart works. I think we're in good shape. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode. I know it's a little bit shorter than what you're used to, but I wanted to make sure this cart worked properly, and most importantly, that the light worked on top. So put in the comments what you'd like to see with this guy. I've got a lot of ideas rolling around in my brain, so we'll see what we can come up with. It might be my new personal cart. So stick around to the channel and find out soon.